racism exists in this country as well, in everywhere. But the fact is that, hello guys, welcome to the channel Mr. Talkative. Hope you are all doing good and safe at this pandemic situation, and let me introduce myself. I am Ashwin Joseph Wilson, and this is my channel Mr. Talkative. Yeah, obviously, and this is my first video in English, considering all the requests and comments that I am receiving and personal emails that I am receiving to make a video in English. Yeah, I know most of my viewers, subscribers are from different part of India and other countries as well, and looking for Latvia and Latvian studies and the situations here. Yeah, it's obvious, I know. And that's why I decided to make this video particularly in English to help you guys and to give some information that I know personally from my experiences. And yeah, here it goes. So guys, basically I'm from Kerala, the southern part of India, and presently I'm pursuing my masters in industrial engineering and management at Riga Technical University, Latvia. So that's all about my small portfolio, and previously I was a mechanical engineer, and now I'm doing my masters in a half management, half technical course, that is industrial engineering and management. Yes. In this video, I am trying to explain the query that I have received from you guys, and trying to explain the situations here in Latvia about the academics, the job opportunities, and how to get a visa to Latvia, and about the living conditions in Latvia, climate and everything, most of the things here. And why Latvia and why not Latvia? Okay. Before going to the content of this video, I must give you a disclaimer that everything I explain in this video completely depends on my perspectives and my experiences that I have in this country. Okay? So firstly, why Latvia? Because Latvia is a Schengen zone country which belongs to the European Union. And some quality education in affordable price, less expensive living style, some good international exposure, and entry to Europe, and a good career building option as well. There are a few universities that have international recognition and international ranking that gives you a quality education to build up a career for your future at an affordable price. Yeah, and you can approach these universities economically when compared to universities of UK, Australia, Canada, or Germany, or any other countries. When I talk about the job opportunities, that I won't say that Latvia is a country with a lot of job opportunities for whatever course you are taking in the universities here and completing that, and after that you will get a job. I won't say that. But in the field of IT, logistics and management, there are opportunities in the country. But one of the restrictions that holds you back is the language requirement. Either you must know Latvian or Russian to get a job. But there are a few companies that provides job for English speakers, and some of them are multicultural companies, especially in the IT field, and some logistic company also recruit without language restrictions. Yeah, if you look for jobs deeply, you can find jobs. And in other fields like technical, like engineering field or something, there are a few job opportunities available here which are hard to find, and you must know the language. If you are good at language of Latvia, either Latvian or Russian, then you can easily find a job here. I guess so. That's my personal perspective. Okay. But an advantage that we have is that we are in a Schengen zone, so we don't just have to search job in Latvia only. We can search jobs in all over the Europe. We can search the job in every Schengen zone and find an employer for us, and we can get employed, or we can start a business of our own, or we can do freelance jobs as well. Depends on your perspective. I personally believe that finding a job totally depends on that person's potential, skill set, experiences, or brilliance. Nobody is going to come to you and give you a job. If you are potential enough to find a job, yeah, you can search all over the Europe and find a job for you. It's not very easy task, but if you put the effort by yourself, yes, obviously you can find a job. And about the questions regarding part-time jobs availability while we are being a student in a university, yes, there are part-time jobs available. Like restaurant jobs are common, like kebabs and multi-cuisine restaurants. Some hotels are providing cleaners, they require housekeeping, also kitchen assistants, etc. Also, you can have courier jobs, which is very common here, like food deliveries, and also some other electronic appliances, and you can also work part-time or full-time in call center jobs or game presenter jobs. Also, if you know language, you can get better jobs easily and get better wages than the other jobs for sure. When we talk about the basic pay that we can get as a student is like from 2 euros to 6 euros, sometimes 7 euros to 10 euros, depends on the job that you are doing per hour, okay, per hour. And for the bachelor students, you can earn like 400 to 600 euros in average, easily average per month. And for the masters, you can earn like 700 to 1500 euros monthly, and maybe more. For both bachelors and masters, it's all depend on the quantity of work you do and the type of work you have. Legal working hours allotted for bachelors is 20 hours per week, and for masters it's like 40 hours per week, and you will receive the cash, the salary in accounts, and the contracts will be like that as well for according to the legal laws. But yeah, there are a few jobs you can earn some cash in hand, so you can earn more as well. I must say one more thing, that once you arrive as a student in Latvia for studies, you must wait 3 months at least till you get your RP card in hand to have a legal contract job, a part-time job. Okay, these are all about the part-time jobs availabilities and the amount we can earn, but these are some round figures that which is an average figure. You can earn more or less, depends on the type of work and the amount of effort you put on works. Some people ask me that whether I can pay my fees on my own. Yeah, there are people. For bachelors, I will say that yeah, you can meet your expenses here in Latvia. For any person, whoever it is, bachelors or masters, you will have an expense of around 200 euros maximum per month. So you can easily meet your expenses here in Latvia, no problem, with your part-time jobs. Yeah. So when it comes to the semester fees, most of the courses are having semester fees from 1300 euros to 2000 euros, most of the courses. And I suggest the master student can easily pay their own fees by their own. Not easily, but for sure they can pay by their own. And for bachelor students, they are having less allotted working time, so they might need some help from their sponsors or from the family. But I know personally some friends that who are paying their fees on by own for bachelors. There might be a motivation for you, but I won't give you expectations that the bachelor students can pay their fees by their own at every semester. I won't say that. So keep these things in mind while you are having some liabilities like education loan or something, and you have to pay your semester fees and you have to meet your expenses here. So keep these things in mind. Sometimes even bachelor student can meet their fees and their expenses, but I am not sure about the education loan. But master student can easily meet their fees, their expenses, and maybe sometimes loans also, education loans or liabilities also. So have these things in mind before you are planning for Latvia as a student. Okay. Now let's talk about other important and vital questions. Is there racism in this country? Guys, up to me, racism exists everywhere. Isn't there racism in India? Isn't there racism in Pakistan, or isn't there racism in any other countries, any other European countries or any Western countries? Everywhere there is racism. Even in your family itself there is racism. For example, if you have a girlfriend or boyfriend less fairer than you and your family members, they will show the racism. Racism exists in this country as well and everywhere. But the fact is that not everyone is racist. If they think that they are human and belongs to earth, they are not bloody racist. Guys, now listen. Whenever you are in another country, no matter which country it is, you are an immigrant there. The government, the citizens of that country will treat you as an immigrant. Simply when somebody comes to our country, we will also treat them as an immigrant. They are from another nation, another nationality. So we will treat them like that. It totally depends on us or the people who treat, like whether to treat them as a guest, treat them as a invader, be humble to them, be polite to them. It totally depends on the people. Not every people treat them as like a racist. Those people who consider themselves as a human will treat them good for sure. I must be very frank at this question because from my past experiences over like more than 1.5 years, I must say that yeah, many of my friends had faced racism, and even I also had faced very few cases of racism. But I won't say that all Latvians are racist. I will never say that because I have a lot of local friends here. They are very good people, and a very few people behave like as racist. I don't know why. Whenever I inquire about them, why they are being so rude to Indians or any other nationalities, it's maybe because of their previous experiences. The things or reasons that I'm going to say now is totally depends upon my experience or my perspectives. That the country like Latvia, Lithuania, Estonia, or any other Baltic nation, many of the Republican countries had been through very hard times at their past, which is not so far before. They had faced a lot of stuff from a lot of people. Still, that trauma exists in their mind when a new foreigner comes to their country and they are trying to invade their place, their jobs, their families. They are afraid. Many of the people are afraid that we are going to overrule them. We are going to take their peace out. So these people consider ourselves as like an aliens. Many of them. Okay, so some part of the racism comes that side. Okay, some citizens says that they were more welcoming in the past days. For the first time when the foreigners arrived in Latvia, they were more welcoming. But because of our activities, like our behavior, they are fed up of us. That's what some of them say. Because we come to this country, we are forgetting the fact that we are immigrants here. We overrule them. We are trying to destroy their peace. We are not accepting them. We are not following their rules, what they are following here. And we are trying to make our own kingdom, or we are trying to make our own overruling here. And that's how some people hate Indians or Pakistanis or any foreigners, like any from other countries also, any foreigners who are arriving in this country, because this is their country and they are more patriotic to their country, and we are immigrants here. We must understand that. So that's another fact. Some people shows a racism or a hatred towards us. Towards us means any immigrants here. Yes, of course, there are some idiot people who consider themselves as the alpha people, and every people from other part of the world are like inferiors to them. And I consider themselves as a frog sitting inside a well who didn't see the world. I have traveled through several countries. I'm not just explaining the situation here in Latvia only. I'm saying the situation here in everywhere in Europe or any other abroad countries. There exists racism to an extent, but these are very few percentage, I will say. I have met a lot of Latvian citizens, and I have a lot of friends here, and it's very few percent. In 100, I will say only 20% maybe are racist. But I will not say, if you are looking for education, or if you are looking for a good career, if you are looking for entry to Europe, you don't have to consider racism as a factor. You can just ignore these things. You can just ignore the problems that you might face because of racism. You can just walk away from that. From my personal experience, if you are going to react to these people who are bloody racist, then you are creating a problem for them as well as for yourself. So better walk away from them and think why we are here, and what was the purpose that why we are here in Europe or any other international country. Not only in Europe, in any abroad countries, why we are there. So have a focus on your future, your career, and your goals, and go ahead with that. People are holding racism and thoughts like that will be like that. We can't change them. I have a personal suggestion for you guys. Here in Latvia or any other country, wherever you go, don't hurt the feelings of the nationalities. Respect their nation, respect their tradition, culture, and respect them. Give respect and take respect. They will treat you better. That's my personal suggestion. One more thing, follow the government rules. In which country you are, they have their own particular rules and regulations. Every citizen of that country follows. So you must also follow that. Keep that in mind. Then you will see a lot of good people with a lot of good hearts. Here in Latvia also, there are a lot of good people with a lot of good hearts. So consider that and avoid this fact of racism. The next question that I have received is, how can I apply for universities in Latvia? Yeah, you can search. First, you can search the universities of Latvia, and you can select a university on your own. Depending on the criterias, and also look for the QS world rankings, and better ranking gives you better certificate values, and you can find a better jobs also. Search for the course that you have interest on, and then fix the universities and contact the universities and ask for the admission requirements. Most universities have a general test which is very easy, and you can have a interview section, and once you get admission, conditional admission, you can pay the fees. Either you can depend on a good agency. Beware of the agencies that I will explain in another video, and beware of the direct agencies who have direct contract with the universities. So better go for direct agencies. I will say what will be the expense, overall expense, and select the course and talk with the university, have the interview, and after that you will have to pay the fees, and then you will get an invitation letter, and you have to prepare the checklist of the documents, and then prepare all the documents and go to VFS office, submit it, and have the VFS interview. Then before that you will have a hello verification. Mostly you won't receive any call for hello verification, but your documents will be all checked, and then it will be submitted to the VFS interview. And once you will have a VFS interview, then you will get the visa. And if you present good in the VFS interview, and if all of your documents are properly set, and it means every requirements, and it does not have any fault or defaults, then everything is fine. You will receive the visa and you can easily come to Latvia. The overall expense lies between 3.5 lakhs to 4.5 lakhs, depends on the course you take, and the procedures, and about like the certificates you hold, and the attestation process. You need to have PCC, attested PCC certificate, and if there is any change in your name and other documents and passport, you will have to have one and same certificate. I don't know how it works for every country, but for Indians you must need one and same certificate, and you must need attestations. You need to take the copies of every certificates and get it gazetted, attested and there are some procedures I will explain in some another video, or you can ask me in the comment section, or you can contact me in Instagram, then I will explain what are the things. And better you can go for a good agency, then they will help you to sort all these things. And the overall expense including the agency fees, I say including the agency fees, will come up to 3.5 lakh to 4.5 lakh INR in Indian rupees, I say, which is approximately $4,700 to $6,150, I guess. So that's all about the expense you need to have to arrive in Latvia, including 1 year fees. Okay. And now coming to the frequently asked question about the stay back period and the PR options. I will give a brief idea regarding that. For the bachelor students, after the studies you will get a stay back up to 6 months to 9 months. Okay, 6 months and extension of 3 months. Then for the masters you will get a 9 months stay back plus a 3 months, like so it's approximately 1 year. After your studies, your student visa has to be converted to job seeking visa, and this time you are not supposed to work as part-time here in Latvia, because this is a job seeking visa, and this time you are supposed to seek full-time or permanent jobs and convert this job seeking visa to a work visa. You are not supposed to work in part-time, but sometimes you can. When talking about the PR, you must stay in this country for at least 5 years. And if you are a student, that 1 year will be counted as a half year. That means 12 months will be counted as 6 months only. If you are working in this country, and if you have a work visa for 5 years, you will easily apply. You can easily apply for PR, and you need to have a language certificate also. And also, if you are a student here for 2 years, then it will be counted as 1 year. Then you have to work for another 4 years and have a work visa for 4 years. Then you can apply for PR. Or either my another suggestion is that during work visa or job seeking visa, at that time you can search for other Schengen countries and migrate to another country, any European countries, and find an employer for you and get employed. So that's it all about job seeking visa and the stay back period and the PR. These are some basic brief ideas. Now the adverse side, why not Latvia? Personally, I don't have any much negative feedbacks about Latvia from my personal experience, I say. And still, if you are a person who is looking for a country which is highly paid and you need more money and everything as an employee, this is not your cup of tea. The expense here in this country is less. As I told you before, for a single person it will be around like 200 or 300 euros per month, and your salary will be around 1500 to 1800 or 2000. Then it's a good ratio for you to save. But if you are looking for 5000 euros or 4000 euros or like 4 lakh or 5 lakh rupees per month, then this is not your cup of tea. If you want to get employed at a high salary, you better look for A class countries or B class countries. But I have heard some rumors and some people saying that and some people possess that mindset, Latvia is a very poor country. I will say that's a wrong concept actually. This is a fast growing economy, one of the fast growing economy in Europe, and this country exists to the European Union. There are still several countries, I'm not going to mention those names, but there are several other countries who are still struggling to be a part of the European Union. This is a country part of the European Union, and its official currency is euro. People are blending the fact that Latvia is the fourth poorest country in the European Union, not in the whole Europe continent. Okay, that's the fact. But some people are blending this fact and say, spreading the rumor that Latvia is a poor country with nothing, not development. I will say those people are some idiots with some very little knowledge. Sometimes very little knowledge is very dangerous than anything. So I would say that you better inquire about Latvia, you better browse about Latvia, then you will come to know how fast growing Latvia is in the phase of economy. From my perspectives and my studies, I strongly believe that Latvia is a fast growing developing economy, and in the upcoming 10 years this country is going to be recognized all over the world. Not only this country, but the whole Baltic nations is going to be recognized by all over the world, to a limelight, because these countries are going to receive a lot of investment in the upcoming 10 years. They are going to develop a lot in the coming years. So I strongly believe that, and most of the international economic relation in this country and in the country is having is some sort of acceptable and appreciable. These are some perspectives of a business student view, and you can have a check on that if you have doubts. And please don't believe on those fucking rumors who are saying that this is a poor country and these countries don't have anything. I strongly disagree to those rumors and statements. Another fact that why not Latvia is that if you're planning to come to Latvia for a highly paid salary job, and if you have high expectations on that, please don't choose Latvia, because again, this is not your cup of tea. If you are coming here for economic studies, quality studies, and if you are trying to find out a career from here, and if you are trying to get some experience, international exposure, and if you want a Europe vibe or a better future building up from here, this is a better option for you. And if you want to establish any business, like if you have any business or entrepreneur ideas, you can start a business here, because these countries are free zones and have very less investment, which is a very vast topic to discuss, but we are not going to discuss in this video. And if you have such ideas to start a business, this is a good option for you. And if you are as an employee and if you want more salary and you are looking for a Porsche life, please, this is not your cup of tea again. So another thing that I have already mentioned in the video regarding the racism section, the people here in Latvia are not warm welcoming. Like, come to my country, we are here for you, we are providing you with the education, we are providing you with all the basic needs you need, we will provide you with every facilities you need. No, they are not warm welcoming from my experience. But once if you have that mindset to survival of the fittest and struggle for existence, you can easily come here, you can find your life, you can build up your career. And about the Latvians, this is not a negative aspect I'm saying about Latvians, because I have good friends. If you establish a friendship with the Latvians, they are very peaceful people, they are very helping, they are very genuine people and very dedicated people. From my experience, 50% of Latvia is having a population around 50% is Russians and 50% is Latvians, and I have friends from both these sides, and they are very good people for me, and they are very helpful, as I said before, and they are good-hearted people also. And in every nation, every place, there are bad people. It's obvious. Search your neighborhood, you can find the good and the bad. Search your family itself, you can find the good and bad people. So it's same like that. If you take the things in a positive sense, and if you are able to fit in any situation, and you are ready to cope up with these problems you are going to face, then this is a good country. So it's all depends on your perspectives. I know a lot of students here in Latvia already saying that this is, I'm not okay with this country, I'm not okay with the people, they are racist and everything. But I personally believe they are not seeing the bright facts. They are not saying the positive facts. every people have negative and the positive side. So try to find out the positive sides, and I and my close friends are totally satisfied in this country, and we are not having any big issues, and a lot of helping hands are there from the government side, university side, and the student side as well. So consider the positive sides and think by yourself and take the decision. Yeah, and that's it. I think I have covered most of the query in this video, and it was a quite long video, I guess. But if you guys skip the videos and see it, and now in the last section, please go back and don't skip the videos if you want to know about the things that you have asked, and if you have general doubts regarding Latvia and the Latvian studies. And if you have more doubts, and if I forget to mention any of those doubts or questions, please do mention that in the comment section. I will answer it directly, or I will make another videos if you want regarding the questions or something else. And I guess that's enough for this video, right? So yeah, this is my first video I am presenting in English, and pardon my mistakes, grammars and everything. I'm not that professional in language English, okay? I personally, yeah, a lot of people, my subscribers, are asking me why I'm not doing videos in English. You can get international recognition and everything. Actually, I'm not doing. I wish to be a travel blogger first of all, and I do travel vlogs. I travel a lot, and I like to travel a lot, and I like to express the things and my feelings, which is more comfortable for me in my regional language. That's Malayalam. I'm a Malayali, and I'm a Mallu, and I wish to convey things in Malayalam. But videos like this and query like this needs to be answered like in English, so which will be helpful for you guys, and I'm so happy to help you if I did help you. So mention your comments in the video, and if you did like the video and if you find it informative or helpful, please hit the like button and do subscribe and turn on the notification button. Maybe in the future I am also planning to, maybe in the future, I'm not I don't know, maybe in the future I may plan to translate my videos, everything, or put some subtitle to travel videos. Recently I'm doing my vlogs with a smartphone camera, and editing, everything is done in this mobile, so it's very hard for me to give subtitles and everything, and to spend a lot of time on editing. So presently the things will be like this, but if you need some videos or informations in English, yeah, I'm ready to do it, and we will do it, we will rock it. And rest of my travel vlogs and everything will be back in my regional language. Sorry for that, guys, and maybe in the future, maybe I will go international. So feel free to ping me in Instagram or do email me. I will mention my Instagram ID and the email ID in the description box. Feel free to connect me for any queries, and thank you so much for the time, and thank you so much for all your support. Keep supporting, guys. Yeah, blah blah blah, and ring the bell icon also for notification. So that's it, guys. That's it, guys. Yours amigo, Mr. Talkative, signing off. Bye bye.